Okay, we are back again. Today is the Wednesday, and we got into a bit of back and forth entries around this area, but still okay. Also, I have the reason why we did not get short. I have the heavy settings running. Let's see if this is gonna hit the target. Thanks for the positive feedback in the live chat from our exiting user who's been nailing this every day. Also, here's another look at the MX7. This is the I think second day of testing. Still not yet. Okay, this one hit the target. The sound came from this chart, MS5 trading tool. So probably in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes hit the target with no question. I'm not sure why the for some reason the anchors lines, or they do exist, they're just a bit too thin on the font size or width. Okay, here's the trades. I believe most they were profitable. Check this out. If you see these green, but you know, almost break even. So let's take a look. This was let's take a look at the first one. Okay, the first one was around this area today. So this is exactly when I say run this tool at the open, and you should be done in a few minutes. Let's analyze and cover this, what just happened. Let me just show the entries and exits text. Okay, here was your first entry. Took that first profit. And the second entry was one got stopped out around this area. Let's make this so we can see. So here's the second entry. Took another long. So two longs, one after another. And there was, I believe, another long after that target was hit. And then got stopped out after this. Check this out, without a stop loss in place. You would have probably have a major loss without, so you have to have stop loss when you trade. That is, unless if you keep buying the dip, like loading your entry from this area, like keep adding to your position. That is also a stupid way to trade, because you never know if the market is going to bounce back or is going to continue. If it continues, no one is going to, nothing's going to help you after that down or drop continuations, or whatever you want to call it. So the best is to have stop loss in place, or trailing stop, to get stopped out, cut losses quickly, and wait for the second signal or entry. There is no reason. I used to do this type of stupid trading by getting in and keep adding positions, keep adding during this drop, and that is going to cost you big. It's going to cost you big if you do this type of stupid trading. I see a lot of YouTubers or streamers who does this type of trading. They trade without stop loss. If the market go against them, they keep adding to the position. That is, if you have a big account, yes, that is possible. You can keep adding if you have enough in your bank account or account. With prop firms, it does work if you use micros, yes. But you don't want to do this type of stupid trading. You end up still in a loss or break even, instead of cutting the loss quickly and follow the market or re-enter the new signal. Do not chase. Chasing or adding is never going to be a good idea. But with this tool, we got stopped out around this area. And then somehow we did not got short, and we got short very late. I think I had the sensitivity set to too high on the volume. I have made some changes today and turned on the volume filter, but still made it. So here's the trades from today. So the first trade was, I think, 300 up already. So this first trade was already 300 up without or with the zero drawdown. Zero drawdown. First trade was up 300 or more, I believe. So you could have got the profit target to 300, and you would have had zero drawdown. If you go for more, yes, you will have some losing trades, some drawdowns. So the more you aim for and the more you greed you'll be, the more drawdowns you will have. Okay, now we can answer some questions from the live chat. Also, I've been working on this MX7. But still, okay, we have a pop to the upside. This tool still not that complete yet, but I believe there's a lot of potential. And it's going to be a great tool. Also, it has the account copier. So account copier also is built in into this MX7. But again, there is no release date yet or price tag. There's a lot unfinished stuff into this tool. But I believe this is going to be a very a good one. Also, I am going to replace or change this top header to a different style. This is just a basic for testing only. And the best part about this tool is that has, I think, 10% of code than the strategy analyzer or the analyzer tool that we have created before. So the less code, the less delays and freezing. Very smooth tool. So I'm trying to keep this just like you know, a carbon fiber hypercar that is built to be very light and very fast. So this is exactly what I'm trying to achieve. So the more heavy code in any of these tools, the less performance or the heavy performance. So I'm trying to keep this tool very light with best performance. So it's going to be a lot of removing, adding, back and forth until I get there to have it exactly like I have, like I planned it. Oh yes, the MS5 has crazy stuff into it. Very smooth, no freezing, no delays, none of that. Or you can make changes in the control panel. But again, you know, people still chasing someone who can hand them a plug and play without even touching the mouse. Thanks for the positive feedback. Also, please, I'm sure now other people will think that you are one of the inside who is just posting positive comments, and I get that. Yes, you can watch other people and compare this entries and exits. Somehow this was a nice short, but I believe I turned the ATR filter on. That was a mistake. The reason why did not got shorter on this area. Oh yes, like I said, I have changed I turned on the filter today, ATR filter. Yes, I started the tool, I believe, before 9:30. So this was so here was the time. I think it was 9:25 a.m. So this was the first trade. My tool was on. So way before 9:30. 9:25, I had the tool on. Plus, the only change I made was in this. Also, I believe if you don't see this live label in your control panel, probably you would need to update. Please open your control panel and see if you have this live label under these. If you don't, it means you're still on older update. So make sure you see this live label under each one of these settings, because I have made some updates recently. So yes, email me please, and I can send you this or set it up for you today to have this exact update. I am not sure if the old update has this feature of the filters. So I don't remember if that old one has the filters. Okay, there was more to be made. But again, you have to have a goal. There is no such a thing that you can take the whole market. That's impossible. 300 to 700, that is very realistic. So also what I'm trying to do is, again, still there's on this tool is going to be 100% plug and play without doing anything. Sit back and watch. All you gotta do is on and off the system. But again, this is far from that. We are still too far from that goal. There's a lot more to be made under the hood in this tool. So this is going to be for those who don't want to touch anything. But again, it's going to be very hard to get to that point. There is, I think, 90% or 99% of traders or people who don't want to touch or watch these charts to learn. And yes, I get it. Trading is very stressful. It's not that easy, especially when you keep taking the opposite entries in markets goes against you. It's not that easy, and it will never be easy without having a good tool. The MS5 is a good tool for those who are advanced and want to make changes and manage the tool on the fly. It's a pretty good tool for those who want to manage watch these back and forth, watch the scanner. Pretty good tool. Also, this one has the highs and lows, OHLC, but somehow is not updating. I believe I have to reload the chart in order to plot this correctly or to apply. Let me also run this again. All you gotta do is, okay, here it is. It did load it. The highs and lows. Okay, it did load properly. Also on this, I believe there is a description for the upper settings that explains what they do, each one of them. So again, I am going to have this MX7 ready to plug and play 100% without managing a single thing. You can also switch to the charts only to watch the entire running markets. I will probably, also you will have these type of control for market. Good question. What is the best contract market? Yes, I think I already have the settings for that for MS5. Let's focus on MS5 at the moment and forget the MX7. There's going to be a lot going on in upcoming days. A lot of good stuff will be coming up, so stay tuned. Let me run the micro. I believe I have it saved. Okay, here it is. I already have it macros. Let's run it. Okay, let me apply. Strange. For macros load, I believe I have to okay, it did apply. Now we can also change to use macros. Yes, good idea to start with macros. So we're gonna run the micro. I don't know what just happened here. It takes a few seconds to load. Okay, this is not the account we want to use. Strange. Okay, let's take a look how good is the macros. Let me also turn the ATR filter off. Or there was no need to. You can just keep it as is. So again, here is the micro for contract, and let's see what happens. So yes, the best idea is to run these trading tools on sim, micros, or any market you want to use, but stay on sim till you figure out how to make changes. So master it as much as you can, so you can be able to change anything you want, anytime you want, if something goes wrong. Okay, no trades yet. Let's see what happens. If this is going to take any trade on micro. This is a micro in Q. I don't know why it's not shown on stream. The instrument, but here it is, micro in Q. So yes, please ask these type of questions so we can address, address and probably explain in a better way your daily goal targets. We can do all that in these live videos. So for 50K account, you can use 4 contract micros, and I would probably aim for $200. Can do that on the fly. Let's aim for $200 a day, or per session. You can run 2 sessions. Okay, here it is. We changed the profit target to 200. You can also set loss limit. Let's not forget about loss limit if you want to do that. So let's do also $200 loss. So now we have loss limit 200, profit limit 200. Or we can use the threshold instead of these. Okay, we have entry, fully automated entry for contract micros. I mean, still 100, 10 times better than the human trading. Even if you get stopped out, that's okay. There is more signals coming up, more second trades. So here it is. This is how it's going to look like for micros. I had this setup, saved, and ready to plug and play. All you gotta do is change daily targets. You can go for $100, 50, or any number you want. Okay, now we are in red. 70. Again, we are running this micro very late. The best is to run it at the open, like we just showed the prior or previous setup. But this is the drawdown when there is a loss. You can also use 2 contracts instead of 4. You can turn this off and use only the 2 brackets instead. If you don't want to have huge drawdowns, you have the full control on the fly to turn this off and just trade 2 contracts. Now watch, it's going to take 2 contracts. 2 brackets instead of 4. Also, you can trigger manually anytime you want. Buy or sell, your choice. or you can just wait for the tool to trigger fully automated. You have all the options. So I want to keep my mouse around on this chart so you don't think that I'm taking trades from other panels. This is not what we do here. Okay, I think we're gonna get a short entry anytime soon, I believe, because the scanner is getting red signals. And if you want to give it more room to not get stopped out at 200, you can simply turn this off on the fly. If you want to give it more room to trade, you want to have it on, keep it on. It's going to stop trading if you hit the profit 200 or loss limit, total P&L. This is for those who like to trade on native chart. So we have it all. We have it. We have a lot of good tools, but this is the best one for native chart. And also you can hide these windows on the fly. Very flexible. So again, we're still waiting for the entry on this micro contract. And look how stable it is on 15-second chart. Check this out. This is a 15-second chart. If the market is junky on 15-second chart, I believe you have nothing on 1 minute or above. Let's bring that up. Let me show you. You would probably have no chance using or trading on minute charts. Okay, this is the this is the 1 minute chart. Just junky. So we have this tool that can run smooth on 15 seconds. You cannot beat. Take a look at this price line. By the way, this is all built in into the MS5 trading tool. It's impossible to run any other tools that smooth on these charts or small time frame. Okay, we got stopped out on that long entry. There is nothing you can do. Forget it trading manually. It's impossible. You will make it a few days, 1 week, and then you will just give up. This tool allows you to have targets in place, and you just sit back and watch. If it hits the red, you walk away. If it hits the profit limit, also you walk away. So you have a strategy, a plan that you can follow on your daily basis. Trading manually, you will be all over the place. One big loser or a few losers in a row, your emotion will take over and you will start doing stupid stuff, overloading the contract. There's a lot of stupid stuff that anyone, even myself, can do when it comes to trading manually. It's not safe, and it gets into you. You have to be very sharp and very isolated from all the other stuff that's been going on to make it with manually trading. But with this one, I don't have, as of now, there is no press. Even if this one hits the 200 loss, that's okay. I will wait for the next day. Again, also, you only run this tool at the open, not 24 hours. Okay, we got stopped out again. And I believe it's going to hit the loss limit. Okay, here's another long. Got stopped out again. And yes, you can, change it to 1 minute if you want to do that. So you can use any time frame you want. This is not only for this type of time frame. You can use any time frame you want. But for me, I like to use 15 seconds or 30-second charts. You can also use range or Renkos. Let me get rid of this entry label stuff from the chart so we can see. Okay, up about, okay, we are recovering. Here is the, my last limit was 200. I did not turn this off, still on. And it's coming back again. Let's take a look. You can give it more room to trade if you want, but it's going to bounce back to that area automatically. Okay, here it is. It jumped back. Trading is never going to be easy without a good tool or, a plan. And respecting the trading time. Trading. Also, you can close the trade anytime you want. I did not close that. This was got stopped out by the stop loss. If I hit the close, it's going to close the entire trade. You can set the stop loss to break even. You want to do that, or you can trail 50% or any percent you want to trail. But I think it's gonna go back because I have it attached to the Fibonacci levels. So in order to control the trailing, I have to disable the Fibonacci trailing stop levels. But I think the best is to have it set to a Fibonacci level trailing instead of manually clicking. Again, let me know what kind of question you have in the comment so we can answer. Or cover any question. Okay, we're back to $46 down. So here it is. This is micro trading. Also, we have this highs and lows built into this trading tool. So you can see I have nothing added. There is no other indicators added to this chart. Everything you see is from this trading tool. Okay, we got stopped out around this area. I could have closed that trade manually if I wanted, and walked away and waited for second entry. So you have all control to manage or to keep the tool, to trade and enter. And you can override with manually management. Okay, this was a loss, quick loss on this nasty candle. Okay, there is a huge drop. I don't know what just happened here. Looks like there was some kind of noose. What the hell just happened? Yeah, you know, to be honest, this is junky market today. I think today, Wednesdays, I am allergic to Wednesdays. I hate Wednesdays. I can't stand Wednesdays. Wednesdays are the most junky trading day. I never thought today was a Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Again, yeah, today was you need to avoid Wednesdays when it comes to being realistic. To avoid Wednesdays at any cost. I don't care what tool you have. But again, still nailed it today. 700. 2 contract at the open. So even on Wednesdays, still nailed it. 702 contract around 9:30 a.m. But again, my recommendation is to stay away from Wednesdays. If you are using real accounts, okay, we hit the loss. That was the sound of loss limit hit. That was the sound of loss limit hit. Yes, if you miss the 9:30 open on Wednesdays, I think the best is to go do something else. Forget watching this on Wednesday all day. It's just not healthy. It's going to ruin your week. 90% of Wednesdays is just waste of time. I've been watching this market for a very long time, and every Wednesday is just junky. Yes, I know people will be sitting around waiting for FOMCs. That is the most risky hour. You will have spikes wiping you out back and forth. And yes, I get it, you will probably sometimes get lucky and have nice move, but most of the Wednesdays is just nasty. If you want to keep doing that, that's up to you, my friend. But again, we've been watching this market for a very long time, day by day, minute by minute. And Wednesday, it's just waste of time. Let me show you the 1 minute chart. What do you do here? Like, how are you gonna trade this? What do we have? Junk. This is a 1 minute chart. You got nothing but junk. This is the Wednesday. Let's compare that to yesterday's trading. This was yesterday. And here is the difference. There was some good stuff going on Tuesday. And here is today. This is today. 1 minute chart. And you know, it's up to you if you want to run it again. All you gotta do is right click, reload Ninja script, and it's going to refresh and reset the tool to trade for a new set. I believe the this one is getting in the way. ATR I need to get rid of at the moment. because I want to have clean shots and early entries. The ATR was getting in the way, and having delays entries or very late entries. So now we have a cleaner scanner. So watch what happens if I turn the ATR on. It changes the scanner. But what we can do is we can probably use a better, or I think this is the one for the ATR, not the other one. This one is set to 14. We can use 9. Still it's creating choppy areas. It's a good thing and bad thing at the same time. So this is for those who want to avoid choppy, and this probably is going to be a good one for different setup, different time frame. But as of now, we want to have early entries because we are dealing with junky market. But the best part is that you can do all that on the fly without refreshing the chart. Oops. I keep messing things around. Okay, I did not turn this on. I was just watching this without tool on for a second. Now, as you can see, I turned the that filter off. Now we have more aggressive entries. Again, we are not providing or selling dreams. We are trying to make your trading easier using these tools. Okay, this one was a loser. This one was a loser trade. Like I said, the filter is good and bad. It's good if you want to avoid junky, choppy areas like this. And it's bad if you want to have aggressive entries. So it works either way. It will be all up to you. Okay, another losing entry or trade. We need few moves back and forth. Market doesn't move. There is no way you can make it. I don't care what you do. Again, nothing is going to be there is nothing going to be a good. There is no good in today's market. Only bad stuff. Again, try to avoid Wednesdays. It's not that healthy. But again, so far they are taking fully automated trades without manually management. It trades back and forth with proper stop losses and profit targets. And we have target and loss limit in place. If you want to have, or if you want to make it more swing than just scalping like I'm doing now, you can do that and change the settings to a higher settings to trade or use swing trading. Okay, boring, nothing but boring day. What is that? That is just some nasty spike. Look at this. What are you gonna do? There is no way you're gonna make it on a day like this. It's impossible. So, avoid Wednesday. Take a break. Or you can have the filter on to not have entries around these copy areas. This is some nasty move, I can tell you that. Finally, something happened. Yes, exactly. I agree with that. So the best is to be ready to run this on Quality Open. There was more or better moves. And again, yes, just like you said, you have more time to make it. As of now, we are getting close to 11. But most people don't get this. Market is all about timing. If you don't time it right, you got nothing. This is not some kind of forex that you can sit 24 hours and trade. This is the futures. Futures are different animals. They move based on technologies, on what's going on daily basis in this world. So you have to respect the timing. If it doesn't work, you cannot force walk away. Come back tomorrow around 9:30. But the cool stuff is that you get to see the equity curve up and down live. You get to see unrealized, realized P&Ls position, all that stuff. A very clean picture in front of you. Instead of having a billion windows open, one for P&L, the other one for analyzer or any of that stuff. We have all that in one window. Is it going to make it? Probably, if we move lower. Trading is not that easy. On a market like this, just very hard to deal with. This is the 1 minute chart. Imagine trading 1 minute charts. The tool is handling the 15-second chart plus 8 markets on the scanner. Running in the background to scan the signals on the other markets. Okay, it did not move lower. We got another short again. Come on. This is just stupid. Hit. And we have 2 contracts left. Look at this. Now, as you can see, the targets moved closer based on the junky market. So I think the targets moved back. As you can see, they readjust back and forth based on the market movement. No other tool has this type of option. So we have fully automated updates on these targets. They are not dummy or fixed. They are based on the market movement. They move back and forth. Fully automated. Also, I can add the other contracts that got closed manually if I want. But we can leave it fully automated without touching anything. Okay, we have another limit short again. Come on. Okay, got filled. And again, you know, we are going to be dealing with this type of junk for the rest of the day, unless there is something going on around 2 p.m. So let me know in the comment section if this is a good plan or good way to trade, or you have a better plan that you are using, or you are the market mover. Please let us know in the comment to figure out how we can move this market in our direction. We need some help from market movers. There is a lot of market movers who knows where the market will move. Please, if you are watching this video, comment in the section and let us know if this market is going to move any lower. Order flow footprint chart. Have you made any profit today on that trading plan? Please comment in the chat if you have or took some trade based on that setup. Yes, we already nailed that. We already nailed it way before at the open. If you go back on this video, you can see that we nailed 700 at the open. We are just showing the micro setup at the moment. The MS5 has more than any indicator provided. Trust me when I say it. There's I can make this settings or setup heavier to not take aggressive entries. There's we have all that already in this tool to make changes. There's a lot we can do. I have them turned off to have aggressive entries, just to show how the micros work for some user who asked in the chat. Order flow or any of that cannot beat this scanner. We are trading based on multi-market scanner signal. No order flow or any of that will beat what we are showing. But again, on today's trading, no order flow or anything else would have predict what was going on this nasty back and forth. Also, again, we already nailed it around this area, 700. You go back on this video. We already nailed it at the open, I believe, in 20 minutes of trading. 700 was the hit. Way before these trades. We just don't have, a good solid movement. We are getting nice entries. We just don't have some good moves. Now, probably many of traders will go long around this area. And I don't think this is going to go long. This is going to go back down. So it's going to ignore taking long entries unless there is a green markets in the scanner with a nice strength or enough strength in the bar graph. Again, we took, there was some positive trades. There was some positive trades that nailed. There was only one loser on this area. And another one. Now we are waiting for the upcoming. I believe is going to take another short. What do you do? So it looks like Now it's going long. Not sure yet. Still stuck around this area. It is the order flow. I have it on this, but what do you do with this? Indicator. There is nothing in it. We need better decision maker for entries, and we have to have all the updated or updating targets and stop losses based on these levels. As you can see, we avoided this nasty area and took another short. On a good day, I believe we would have nailed it 10 times on all these trades. The tool took nice trades, but market did not do its job. Again, there is nothing you can do. No indicator is going to move this market. If you look at the scanner, the strength on these bars are too weak. So another good example, what you can do is you can turn this tool off and wait for at least 50% strength on this scanner bar graph. So as you can see, we are in a weak area, 1%, 7, 2%, and 4%. It means it's just weak volume. So you can just turn this off and wait for better volume on this scanner. That is also a good idea to do that. So, having these signals, red or green, doesn't mean market is going up. It also has the percent, strength percent, and the bar graph is very poor. So you can stay on the side. So you have probably about 50%. And then you can rerun the tool with one click. And I believe we already have that settings for the strength. I don't think we have that feature added to this. But we can do that. Like an example, you can set it to 50%. Must reach 50% or any percent you want to do or go with in order to trigger trades. That also can be possible to add. Somehow I believe we already have it. Again, there's a lot of good stuff inside this tool. And you can move this to a different screen and have it on. Again, also this one has the account copier. And probably I will be adding the percent strength to allow, if only we reach 50%, to allow entries. As you can see, I turned the tool off, and now I am just waiting for proper strength. I need about at least 30 to 50% that is also a good idea to follow up. Because the scanner is based on, I believe I have it set to 3 minutes. The scanner is set, it's set to 3 minutes, not same as this chart. So we are scanning these markets based on 3 minutes data series. So we are watching these markets based on 3 minutes. It's like I am watching all these markets on 3 minute charts on the another monitor example. But you don't need to do that. You can just watch this scanner without opening new charts. And you can use it on any time frame, of course. You want to do or change to 5 minutes or 1 minute. That is also possible. So you can you have the option to watch the scanner based on any time frame you want by changing the entry higher time frame minute to any minute. And this option requires you to reload the chart. If you change this, you must reload the chart. Again, there's a lot of good stuff to make changes, of course. Okay, A and Q is picking up the strength, but it's still 14%. We need about 30 to 50.
Your alarm is set for 2:50 p.m.
Oops. Looks like Siri got in the way. Okay, back to this. Strange. Let's see what happens here. Okay, take a look at this trade. Nice trade. This is what you would be seeing on a different day instead of Wednesday. You might get stopped out. And the stop loss went back to give the trade more room to trade. Okay, this might hit the stop loss or retrace and go back down. Very tricky day. Okay, stop loss went back up all the way to this area. Also, don't forget that we also have the indicator exit in place, even if the stop loss is way above this area. So we have multiple stops, not just stop loss. So no need to worry when the stop loss moves back to this area. This is the indicator exit, yellow line, which is the indicator exit. This yellow vertical line. If we pass it, is going to get us stop the trade. As you can see, we got stopped out on the indicator exit. No need to worry about the stop loss moving back. We have multiple protection and the stop loss is a good thing when the market moves or having a nice trend. It will trail and protect faster than the indicator exit. Come on, what the hell? We need to get that 200 target. Bollocks. What a demoralizing day. Okay, here we go again. The tool is doing a pretty good job. I can tell you that. I mean, even on today's junky day, there was a few moves, don't get me wrong, but still junky. Oh, come on. What the hell? Right to the tick. This is just stupid. Stupid stuff. No good move. Nasty. Imagine dealing with this market manually. You would be demoralized by now. who is trading manually during this market? Comment in the section, live chat, so we can learn few things from the experts. Look at this. What a choppy day. But again, the best for 50k account micros, it would be this type of strategy. So as you can see, we took a lot of back and forth, still only down 118. But again, on a good day, you would probably hit the target in no time. All you need to do is avoid Wednesdays, or you will be demoralized just like today. You don't want to be demoralized. This was a nice trade, but somehow stop loss moved back. You know, still there was an option to close this manually, of course. But again, we want to keep it fully automated for those who don't want to touch anything. Again, if anyone is having any problem with the account copier on the MS5Pro, stop using the account copier from the MS5Pro and use the free account copier that we already have in the website until we fix and test the issues in the MS5Pro account copier. So it's not the end of the world. You can leave that and use the free account copier that we already have in the website. Come on, people. Please, watch these videos. And if you don't like the account copier in the MS5Pro, you can simply use the free one, separated free from the website. I just got a huge email from a user about the account copier on the MS5. We can test that on live video, but we'll probably do that tomorrow because there is nothing left. But let's take a look. And we don't want to mess with this account. This one is running on the other one, just testing. And we're gonna run the other ones just to test. But we're not gonna find out because we already have realized P&L from a prior running charts. Again, if you are having problems with the account copier from this MS5, use the free account copier we have in the website. Simple as that. See on this video, there was no issues with the entries and exits, no leftovers, and no delays. Again, this is the MS5. I showed it. I've been showing this tool live. It runs 100% with no issue. Here are the trades back and forth. There was no leftovers. We'll run the test on that. But as of now, you can simply use the account copier from the website. Also, before you run it, make sure you are flat and you don't have any open position. If you do have open position on any account Copier, you will have confusing entries and exits. Okay, let me run this thing. We can find out on unrealized P&L on these 3 accounts. Let's try. Okay, I think you will have to be all flat. Okay, now it did took and follow these the entry. Again, you don't want to do that. When you have an entry, you must be flat. Gonna flat followers. Okay. Range. Okay, you have to have the copier on. That was the reason why I did not flat the followers. So, what type of problem you've been having? Please describe in the live chat so we can go. Again, you must have the copier on in order for these to keep engaging with the entries and exits. I have these 3 accounts plugged in, and it did took and followed this account with no issue. Again, you need to be flat, and you must have this copier on at all times to trigger entries and exits following the leader. Otherwise, you will probably, if you turn this off like I just did, they will not trigger. Even when you click flat, it will not work. You must have the copier on. So there is no issue. Still struggling on this trade. What a nasty day. Waste of time. And most will be like, why are you on red? Tool is always on red. This and that, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, if you go back on this video, we already nailed it 700 in 15 minutes. We are just, you know, showing the micro setup. I don't like to trade around 12 p.m. on Wednesdays. I've been doing this for a very long time. I know every single indicator, every single you name it. I have tested everything. I believe I know the platform more than whoever made the platform. Because I've been on it non-stop till 4 a.m. And many vendors, they left this platform and they moved to a different platform. I know few vendors who moved to a different platforms. They thought the problem was in the platform, and it's not. This is one of the best trading platform to use for fully automated tools and manually trading. If you know what you're doing and have some knowledge, this is one of the best flexible platform on this planet. Okay, it looks like we are going to hit the loss on this set. 150 down. Took some more trades. Back and forth. A lot of fake breakouts. It was just some fake breakouts, fake movements. And you know, we already know that Wednesday. This is not something new. We already know Wednesdays are junky. We've been saying that for years. And I believe this is it for today. I'm going to end this live video because it's just a waste of time. And I have a lot of coding to do. I stay up till 3 or 4 a.m. working on this stuff. So stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Also, the tool is still available on 80% discount. Again, what you just saw, it doesn't mean the tool is bad. No. This is one of the best tools on the market. Okay, it looks like we are going to trigger any long. Also, I have the filters on. It's waiting for the filters to trigger. So again, I have a few filters on. That was the reason why it did not trigger too soon around this area. If you want to have aggressive entries, you can turn the filters off or readjust the input value. What just happened on these entries? Just bollocks. There were some nice entries, but somehow we got stopped out multiple times. And as you can see, after all this mess, still down about 150. So it means if you run this tool on a good day or at the power hour, you would probably hit the profit in no time. I had this setup ready to use and saved. All you need to do is change the data loss and data target. I've already showed that you can do all that from this control panel. Here it is. You can change these values to any number you want. Again, we are not selling dreams or ATM machine. Do not go around and act stupid. These are just tools to help you with your trading. Okay, it looks like we got another short. Is it going to hit? Stop loss? Probably. We are so close to hit the loss limit. But again, the target was hit 700 way before the market. I think there was some nice trades at the open and hit the 700 around this area. You can go back on this video and watch. Took some trades around this area, I believe, during this window. And you know, again, we are showing this setup for micros because someone asked in the chat. You know, it's just tiring when the market is junky. Imagine trading manually. I'm already tired just watching the tool taking these trades. Okay, hit the loss. That was the sound of loss limit. Again, you can do anything you want to do with this tool. There is no question. Change scanner. You can change targets, number of contracts. There is a lot of good stuff to change. Also, each one of these settings has the tooltip description on what each one of these settings does. So you are not lost. There is a description for each one of these settings. If you don't want to learn how this tool works, that's fine. You can simply use our exiting setup until you get used to it. You can still create your own by making changes to this window or panel and click on Manage Template and Save. You create a name for that template, like an example, any name. My best setup for Copy, whatever. And here it is. Just created that. Whatever changes I have made, I saved it into this window. When you load, select the setup, click load. If it asks you to reload the chart, you have to right click and click on Reload Ninja Script or F5. If it doesn't ask, or a pop-up window doesn't show, you can simply ignore that. But I think the best is to reload after loading any setup. Okay, I think this is it. There is nothing else to show here. There is nothing else to show. And too bad we don't have market movers in the chat. They left. All our market movers left too early today. For some reason. I don't know what's going on today, so... or what's going to happen on 2 p.m. But again, we have no knowledge on what's going to happen. Our market movers left the scene. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video.